One whole month exploring the island of Ireland, driving nearly 3,000 kilometres, 1,800 miles. Starting from the northeast, completing a full circuit and finishing right back where we began. This is going to be an epic series.
We stayed in 7 different accommodations, some quirky, some practical. And at the end of each video, we'll break down all that we spent. Then we'll finish the series with a complete cost breakdown so you can plan your own slow travel around Ireland.
Spoiler alert, Ireland is everything people say it is. And what makes it truly special? The people. Hey, welcome to the next video in our Irish series. We're in
County Cork.
County Cork. So we've been here for a couple of days. And first thing we did is we got to our accommodation, which is in a cute little village, isn't it?
Yeah, tiny village really.
Yeah.
And beautiful Airbnb at the back of the lady's house. Well, it's actually her husband's Airbnb, isn't it?
Yeah, used to be his office.
Yeah, it used to be his office, and they've done it really lovely. It's very, very cosy.
So rather than explaining it to you, let's show it to you. It was actually on the edge of the village we were staying in, Castletown Roach, and was a property in the back garden, the backyard of the owners. It was away from the house and gave us all of the privacy we needed. As you can see inside, a nice sofa, a lovely kitchen area, and just a nice cosy place to be with all the amenities we would need. The bed was extremely comfortable and again had everything you would hope for from here. And a little ensuite there with a shower. A lovely place to stay. If you want to know the cost of this and everything that we're spending on our trip across Ireland, we're going to be including everything you see here at the end of this video. So make sure you stick around for that.
Well, what's the next thing we're doing, Sarah?
The next thing we're doing, we are currently driving to a place called Cobb, but we don't know whether it's pronounced Cove. It's C-O-B-H.
It could be Cobber.
Yeah, I think it's Cove. Personally.
Cobb. We'll find out.
But it's a little seaside town. It's supposed to be very, very pretty and quaint.
Yep.
So we're off down there, and then on the way back up, we're popping into Cork City.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. We might just enjoy ourselves in Cobb and then take it from there. But we're here for a few days, so we're certainly going to be really investigating the city of Cork. We can't wait to do that. We got other plans as well. We're going to be doing things like there's the Blarney Stone.
We're very local to that, actually.
Yeah, we're about a 20-minute drive from the Blarney Stone where we're staying. So whether we will kiss it, because I think word on the street is people think I've already kissed the Blarney Stone. And Sarah's very particular about what she kisses, so I find. But something I was saying to Sarah the other day is something I find quite interesting. I think we might have said in a previous video that I think the population of Ireland is only about 5 million. But there are so many of these towns around.
This is really nice. It's Fermoy, I think it's called.
It's what, Sarah?
Fermoy.
I thought that was a disease. Are you sure? It is Fermoy Gift Gallery.
Yeah.
For a place to park.
Car park left.
Car park. That should do it. That's the sort of place you can often park. Okay. Quite hilly around here, isn't it?
Very. Good for our walking.
So the car park is a cul-de-sac, which is all good. Oh, this looks very organised. Here we are. A smaller ramp. I'll just take one side of it. There we go. There we go.
Nice church.
Look at that. It's beautiful.
Wow.
That looks like, at the back of it looks like
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame,
Does, doesn't it?
Look at us. We know our churches. What's the damage here, sir?
I can't see.
Okay, we'll work it out. We'll work it out.
Lots of spaces, so.
Yeah.
Right at the sea.
Welcome to Cove. I will park as far away from.
This is what happens now if there's too many spaces to choose from.
Yeah,
we struggle, don't we?
Right, parked up. It is windy.
It's a bit windy, and it's not cold, but it's definitely blowing right by the water, aren't we?
Yeah. So I think there's a fair amount to see here. So we've actually paid for parking for a whole day. Don't think we're going to be here the whole day, but the pricing of it was such that it would
more
be
effective.
Blimey, that is windy.
I don't know how this is going to sound on my.
Hey, there's a cruise ship in Sarah. Oh, I'm looking forward to getting a nice hot cup of coffee. So we're in mid-September, and oh, by the way, if you're seeing me walking along like this, it's not some kind of special handshake sort of thing going on. I'm trying to hide my mic.
I'm supposed to be doing the same.
Yeah, hide my mic so that it doesn't get too windy.
I've got mine well sheltered, actually.
Oh, well, if you're well sheltered, you're all good. But, yeah, let's get a bite to eat. Well, and a nice cup of coffee. Well, found a cafe, if they got a table for us, that is. Hey, how you doing?
Hey.
Well, I didn't know. Lovely, thank you.
Thank you.
I didn't know the Titanic. Was this the last stop before
Before we went to.
its final stop? So we might learn something about
we
that
went to
today.
Cherbourg as well, didn't it? Got it all in. Never had cream on porridge. I always like milk round the edge.
I know, cream on porridge. Can't argue with that. Yeah, you have a little pot of cream.
I've always liked milk round the edge because that's how we had it as kids.
Yeah. How is it in sound?
Lovely. Nice.
Oh, that's a winter warmer, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, how was your breakfast?
Very good. Big bowl of porridge.
Massive.
It's far too much.
Yeah, it was massive.
Oh, and I wanted a scone so badly because they looked amazing.
Yeah.
But
You didn't
no
have the
chance.
capacity for
No.
it.
No, well, I didn't finish my porridge, sadly. The best
Toast
bit.
as well. I didn't need that toast. Didn't need that toast. Oh,
I
another,
love that
I'm full of-
place, though.
Yeah, I'm full of tips today, but another tip for you is have a cup of tea. Always order tea because you'll get a pot of tea and you get 2 drinks, and tea's cheaper than coffee anyway, so you get 2.
Yeah, you don't
get 2
like it
for
when
one.
I order tea, though, because I'm there for hours.
Oh no, I don't want Sarah drinking tea. That's ridiculous. Right, let's go and explore a bit of Cove.
Coke.
It's actually turned into quite a nice day.
Yeah, it's warm.
Yeah.
It's funny, it's no wind down here at all,
No,
but up there,
plenty.
Well,
There's a bit of
there's
wind
wind,
coming in
yeah.
now. So what do you think of Cobb?
I think it's really cute.
It is, isn't it?
Whether it's because the cruise ship's in, it's got some life with it today, got some people around.
Yeah.
But I just say it's lovely, all the colourful houses and wandering
Yeah,
around,
it's a-
all
it's
the
a colour-
different shops.
It's a
Nice.
colourful area, isn't it?
Yeah.
Look at that all along there. Really quite pretty. And it's low key. There's not much to do here, I would say.
Not really.
You
But
don't need
there is. You could get that boat and go
Right.
to Spike Island.
that boat in this weather.
Well, exactly.
people
That's probably
queuing
why- I think it does go.
People queuing up for that boat.
But that's Spike Island there, I assume.
Yeah.
And I think that's got the prison on it. So it's the Irish Alcatraz,
Right. Okay. All right. Well, good.
which would be nice, but I think a bit blustery.
Yeah, I think
I don't know, they're going on though.
I would stay in Cobb, would you?
Look,
And then just try, oh, crikey. I'd stay in Cobb and I'd, you know, out all the different pubs they got around here.
Seeing a pub, that looked really good. So
Yeah.
different circumstances.
But there's a lot
would
of
have
good pubs. I've seen a lot
Yeah.
around.
been. Yeah.
So I would do that.
I'd say
I would come back
night
to
here.
Cobb. So from the UK, you can get a dirt cheap flight from the UK to Cork
Yeah.
and then just head straight here. That'd be really cool. Not that we're ever in the UK, but you know what I mean? You get the gist. Cobb Heritage Centre. See what this, it looks like. It's got retail, restaurant, genealogy research. That'd be interesting. Oh, this is an interesting building, Sarah. Tickets and exhibition entrance. Right, so we've made it into the Heritage Centre.
Yeah.
The lady has given us tickets. My ticket is a Robert Davis. Who are you, Sarah?
I'm Winifred Hull.
Okay. What ship
And I
are you on?
went on the ship Lusitania.
Lusitania. I don't have a ship. I said to the lady, I said, look, come on.
Yeah.
Sarah's got a
Thought
ship.
you'd
Why haven't I
be-
got a ship? She said, there's a reason for that.
So we have to
Find
follow
out
these
later.
names through the exhibition.
And this exhibition, I think, is a lot about the emigration from Ireland, either over to the US or over to the British colonies, over to Australia and places such as that. Should be a really interesting little look around. So
Lots to read, Neil.
Sarah's going to do some reading. For me, there's a seat, so everything will be a-okay. So I was just chatting to a fellow visitor here, and he was showing me this. 5.5 million Irish emigrants left from this port to go to those various places around the world. So a big context for that is there's only just over 5 million people that live in Ireland today. So if you live elsewhere in the world and you're saying, I've got Irish ancestry, it's no great surprise. When you see that kind of number and how a number gets exponential over time, you can see that the Irish are everywhere, not just in Ireland. To bed. Cove, as this town is known, used to be Queenstown and got renamed to Cove in 1921 using the same pronunciation as the English name, Cove. Interestingly, Cove, was it C-O-V-H, has no kind of meaning in Irish. So it's an interesting one. So if you are interested in learning more about your ancestry, you can actually do it here in person, €90. You book a session. I think that'd be really interesting. This is Barry. You're all right, Barry. You've got that kind of distant look in your eye. Everything okay? Update on that number I gave you a little while ago. Between 1855 and 1920, 3.5 million people emigrated for Ireland. Not always for choice, almost entirely not for choice. Going to the US, UK, Australia, New Zealand, Canada, and South America. There are Irish everywhere. This is a wonderful exhibition. Not a positive exhibition. I've been a little bit horrified by some of the things I've read. But if you're coming to Ireland, I would come down here just for this exhibition. It's something we all need to learn about, to be honest. Very, very interesting. Sarah's still in there, so we'll see what she thinks when she comes out. But it's big. It's really big. So €15 each, I think is really good value for money. And you get to learn so much about the history of emigration here, but also there's a large exhibit about the Titanic.
Now, we've seen all the Titanic stuff when we're in Belfast, so I won't go all over that again, but still really interesting. And the person that Sarah found is someone who survived a ship going down in the 1800s, not the Titanic. A really interesting and poignant story. So Sarah's now finally finished reading everything in there.
You weren't waiting too long, were you?
No, I was all right.
I was very impressed with you. That's 2 museums on the trot.
Well,
You've been very interested in.
I'm not big on ancient history.
No.
I'm big on history that I can relate to, really.
Yeah.
There's a big ship there. Let's just turn around.
Get around there.
So thoughts? What do you think?
Thoughts? I thought it was really good. I wasn't sure when I first went in, to be honest.
Oh, what? Too
But
much
I've
reading?
learned loads, and I had no idea this port was so
Important. Important in the First
and
World
busy.
War, the Second World War, with all of the effectively deportations
Yeah.
of the Irish. I read so much incredible stuff in there. Stuff that is just terrifying and really makes you realise how fortunate you are.
I had no
in life at the
idea
moment.
that so many Irish were forced out of the country because of the famine.
And some of them on what were known as coffin ships,
Yeah.
because they were going on these ships that they knew they were never going to get to
Yeah.
destination.
And I didn't realise sort of how many Irish actually went over to Australia. I thought that was mainly British for some
Millions.
reason.
Millions
Yeah.
all over the world. So if you've got Irish ancestors, I get it now. I see why you have.
Yeah.
I see why I have as well, and I only come from over the
Probably
water.
have.
Yeah, well, I don't know, Sarah. I don't know. I don't think you've got quite the Irish crack. So
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what I mean by that. Anyway, that's Cove.
Are we ready? All hands! Touching hands. Reaching out. Are we ready? Touching me. Touching you. Everybody. Whoa, whoa, sweet and relaxing. And times ever seem so
Welcome to the town of Blarney, where there's Blarney Castle. What's in Blarney Castle, Sarah?
There's Blarney Castle.
What's
And
in
the Blarney Stone.
That's it, exactly. So, Sarah is our researcher, obviously, as you know. So, right, fill us all in on Blarney Castle and the whole Blarney Stone, the mythology
if you
around
do
it. I
this
guess is
on-
what I'm interested in.
You're being nasty now because you know
What?
I've done zero research whatsoever on anything to do with Blarney Castle and Blarney Stone, apart from if you kiss the stone, you get the gift of the gab. So we're not going to do that for obvious reasons.
Which are?
You don't need it, do you?
We've been lucky with the weather today, haven't we?
Yeah, it rained heavily overnight, I would say.
Yeah.
But it's all dried now and it's really nice, really warm. We need our sweatshirts on, but it's warm.
Yeah, no wind, which is nice.
Yeah.
Not like yesterday when we were down in Cove. So we'll see what this costs. I'll be honest, I did pull up here initially and I saw these barriers to cars. So I did a big U-turn in this little spot here and got the heck out and found a place to park on the road, because that points to me at the chance of them charging me for parking. And if I don't need to do that, I won't. To get into here is €22 per person. What do you get for your €22, Sarah? Can you find out for me? So I've just asked Sarah to have a look at what there is at Blarney Castle for €22 each. It's €44, or I don't know, it's about $50. Not a huge amount of money. I get that. Do totally get that. But if you're paying all that money because you get to kiss the Blarney Stone, we're not going to be kissing no Blarney Stones. And if it's just a garden, I may question the value of that.
You just get an entrance to it.
And what's in there?
Blarney Village Ground, Castle, Stone, Battlements Cave, Dungeon, Courtyard,
Poison Garden. Oh yeah, I've heard about the Poison Garden.
Lookout Tower, Blarney House. So it's the gardens as well.
So do you think I'm cheap? I don't
I don't think I am. I think there are so many things in this world where people are extracting money out of your pocket. The way that we got to early retirement was by being very prudent about the things and thinking about the value, always value of what we're going to get out of something. And if doing it just because everybody else is doing it, I've done that so many times in my life, haven't you?
Mm.
Where you do something because everybody else is doing it and it looks like everyone's having fun, and then when you come out you think, well, what did I really get out of that? Any benefit? And then there's the whole sunk cost fallacy, like we've just driven half an hour to get here. So do you think, wow, you've driven half an hour to get here, you might as well go in, you've gone that far.
So,
What have you got, Sarah?
in our humble opinion,
This is only their opinion, yeah.
any trip to Ireland must include a visit to Blarney Castle, steeped in history, myth and mystery. Blarney Castle is a world landmark and one of the Ireland's greatest treasures. Medieval stronghold, which stands today, is in fact the third castle to have been erected on this site. First, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to give it all away.
No, keep going, keep going. Anything, keep scrolling down, I can see it. Is there anything there that we go in that looks amazing?
Set in 68.
20, hang on a minute. Right, let's do it. It's 22 euros.
Yep.
We did that little museum yesterday for 15 euros. It's only 7 euros more. All right, we're going to go in. We're going to do it.
Do you want me to buy tickets on? It's the same price, so it doesn't really matter.
No. Let's go to the ticket counter. Let's do it.
Hello, can I have 2 adults, please? Yeah. Perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay. We're in.
We're in. Oh, that was tempting.
It was. There was a lot.
Never
There was a
do
lot
that.
going on there that we didn't get on camera. But basically, there was a guided tour turn up, and the guided tour woman, she just started shuffling all of her people through this other line, and the woman that worked here was going, stop, stop, stop. And I'm sure other people just snuck in.
Yeah,
And we were
I reckon they
thinking,
did.
should we just sidle over and we sneak in as well?
It's
I reckon about
tempting.
10 people got in there that
I
shouldn't
do.
have done.
Very tempting.
And Sarah said, what are you thinking? I said, Sarah, that isn't us. No, we don't do stuff like that. That's other people. If we're going to do it, we're going to pay for it. Well, you
Dunno.
could link the Woodland Walk up to the lake walk
Yeah.
and come around that way. Let's do that.
The red
Woodland
one?
Walk. Sound good?
Yeah.
Right, I'm following you. So what colour is it we're looking for?
Red. Red. But I don't know if they're identified like that. Don't know.
Okay. If you've seen other videos on this series, you'll see that us trying to follow our path isn't one of our strengths, but we're going to see what we can do. I think I can already see
You already see
Blarney
the
Castle in front of us. Let's see, we need to look for a colour. Excuse me.
Excuse me.
So, they're from New Jersey, and the couple opposite are from Florida. And his brother is moving to Jacksonville soon.
Don't go
One
charging
thing-
off, Neil.
Okay, all right. One thing that I have found already at Blarney is every accent appears to be from the US so far. There we go. A walk for us involves Sarah reading things. This should be interesting. Interesting because let's ask her what she learned. One ear and out the other for Sarah, I think. Let's see. Beautiful day. Sun shining, blue sky, but what is it you've just learnt there?
It's they had to redirect the route of the river, and that's like an aqueducty thing.
Oh,
So
okay. Why do they need to do that? Don't know. All right. Okay, so we're looking for,
oh, you may-
what are we looking for? We're looking for a red route. So that's Cherry Walks. We've got to go up here. We'll see the castle, and then we'll go around the back. So we'll head to the castle, then we'll head around the back of it. Sound good?
Yeah.
let's let Sarah learn from here and let us all know.
Yeah.
What?
Winston Churchill.
Yeah, yeah.
So that was really interesting. There's a whole wall there about all the history around the castle and specific dates of certain things happening.
Yeah, it's good. And learn a bit about the concept of Blarney now.
Yes.
So obviously this is Blarney Castle and it's in Blarney. So basically what it appears is in the early, I think it was 1601, when there was some kind of uprising against the British Queen and all that kind of stuff. The guy that had this castle, I know this is all very sketchy. McCarthy, yeah, good one. He wrote a letter to the Queen to say that there's been an uprising, but he hasn't joined the uprising. So he wrote this long letter, and then later she found out he had joined the uprising. So she coined the phrase to say it's just so that letter was just a load of Blarney. And the Blarney stone is something that the concept of that came long after. That's up there somewhere.
It's the highest stone of the castle.
Highest stone of the castle, where if you kiss it, what I just read was interesting. What I've always thought is that the idea was if you kiss it, you're much more eloquent. But it seemed to be the first time of it being referred to was more a case of if you kiss the Blarney stone, you can speak with a little bit more latitude in what you say. So maybe not everything you say is entirely the truth, but you can embellish a little bit. And that's what the Blarney element
Which
is.
isn't quite the meaning of gift of the gab, is it?
Not really, but it does link back to the whole where the Queen said it's just a load of Blarney, because he's the guy who wrote that letter, the McCarthy guy, has clearly embellished the truth a little bit by saying that he hasn't joined the rebellion when in fact he had joined the rebellion. So there we go. There's a bit more history around the Blarney Stone than we ever knew.
Absolutely, yeah.
So let's have a
Good.
little bit more of a wander around here. I think there's a massive
There
queue
is a
of
big
people
queue, yeah.
waiting to kiss the
Yeah.
Blarney Stone. We'd rather just see the area and find our way around, so come with us. I'll be a bit disappointed if I have to get in a queue to kiss a stone when all I want to do is see the castle.
Yeah, it's the same line, Neil.
Is it?
Yeah.
Right, let's see if we can get through this gate and deviate a bit. So we'll wait. Right, so we've called it. We're not going to do it because we've been stood in that queue for a very long time already, probably about 10 minutes, and it hasn't moved. And as you can see, you get through there and it's just more queuing. Don't think that's particularly exciting.
Right up there.
Yeah, you might be able to see right up there people kissing the Blarney Stone. A long way up. But I think there's so much more to see here, to be honest, than just the castle. They've got really nice gardens. So, shall we head off and do that, Sarah?
Yes.
A little Blarney tip for you. If you want to get away from everybody, so this is very, very busy. Look at this woodland walk. We got it to ourselves.
Yeah, it's quite refreshing, isn't it? Once you get, and I don't think we've come on a really busy day, to be honest. It is a Sunday, but I don't think it's too busy.
Yeah, mid-September.
Yeah.
I guess if this was July, August,
But
this
there's
would
a
be
lot
crazy.
of people getting him away.
Yeah, which is fine. We're all tourists
I'm
together.
sure I get in people's way.
You do. You go my way a lot. But I think given this woodland walk is an hour and a half long, most people are going, oh, I'll ditch that. But on a day like this, this is an opportunity.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Really nice. So what does that sign
Woodland
say
walk,
that
right?
way?
So you can do the lake walk as well.
Yeah, we're way out of
That
Blarney
was nice
territory
though.
now.
I was thinking today, I really fancied a walk in the woods, but I wasn't sure where I was going to do it. So
Yeah.
it's perfect.
This
I
is
had to pay
great.
for it, but it's
Yeah,
perfect.
I know. But, you know, Sarah says about a vacation. This does feel like a vacation.
It does,
If you
totally.
don't know who we are, we sold everything we own about 4 years ago to travel the world full time, which is what we now do. And most of the time, when other people are on vacation, we're living our life.
Yes.
But this, because we're kind of moving fast, we've had how many accommodations? 1, 2,
3, 4, we're in our fifth accommodation,
yeah.
and we've still got 2 more to come.
Yes.
This really feels like fast travel and makes it feel a lot more like a vacation. Whilst I've got you here and we're chatting, I want to talk about a VPN. No, only joking.
That's not a very good segue, if it was.
No, whilst I've got you here chatting, people who've been watching To Go Roam for years will find that this whole series is totally different to anything we've done before. And Sarah and I really enjoy making videos in this way. It's like what I'm doing is I'm taking the foot off the perfectionist gas and just letting the day flow and really taking you on the day with us. Can you let us know in the comments whether this is good or not, really? Simply because if we're going to make content ongoing, it'd be great for us to know what is it that resonates with our viewers more. Do you want the more kind of finely honed videos that we've made in the past, or this more languid style where you're out for the day with us two, whether that works for you? Because
we really enjoy this style.
Oh, we totally
gives you any
do.
tips?
Yeah. Oh, we totally do. But I'd hate to be making this and you're all there thinking, oh, can't wait for them to get back to their old style. And this might be the style when we never get back there.
Yeah.
But we're not going to know that unless you tell us. So please be honest. Do tell us. Okay. Sarah? Sarah's hungry. See, in the last video, you were having a go at me, weren't you?
I know what you're going to
About
say.
wanting to have sandwiches in strange places or sausage rolls.
Should have done that today.
There you go.
Oh,
Sarah's
should eat a
hungry.
sausage roll now, that's for sure.
Yeah. You made us some lovely fruit and yoghurt with some honey this morning for breakfast. That was great.
Yeah.
So what is it you fancy eating?
I would fancy a packed lunch now, but that's not going to happen. So, I don't know, roast dinner maybe, Sunday.
It's Sunday.
Sunday, roast dinner. Don't know if they do that in Ireland, maybe they do.
That sounds exciting. Let's hurry up. Let's hurry up on this walk.
We're
Sarah.
jogging now, are we?
Yeah. You've just mentioned roast dinner. I'm going to have a roast dinner, everyone. You better get me a roast dinner, Sarah. Blarney Castle, done. It was good, €22. I'd say it's probably worth it. That woodland walk was beautiful. So many people seem to be enjoying their day here. I think if you're coming on a day like this where the weather is perfect, then why the hell not? I think it's well worth doing. Next for us, though, is going to be the city of Cork, and we can't wait for that. As promised, here is the cost breakdown for what you've seen in this video. We stayed in Castletown Roach for 7 nights. Actually, the next video in Cork itself is included in this price here. Didn't seem logical to break that out. You can see everything we've spent, and remember, we've got a budget of £5,000 to spend for this month in Ireland, and we're now just under 4,000. This is a long and deep series and really hope you're enjoying it. Please do let us know in the comments what you think, because we want to make sure our videos are fun for us to make and equally fun for you to watch in the future. Thanks for watching, and you'll see the rest of the series right here.